Hello, happy Saturday. Welcome to another episode of Discover with Spinati. We're talking about Invisalign today on episode number 107. I believe today is episode number 107. And we're talking about Invisalign, and Invisalign made me do it. And it's not a Britney Spears spinoff. No, sir. This is talking about Invisalign and what Invisalign can do for you. So if you're ever wondering about Invisalign, and if you're wondering how you can get that nice straight white smile that everybody craves, that everybody wants, that everybody wakes up to thinking. So if you're waking up like this and you're waking up in disappointment because you don't have the smile that you want, then do I have the podcast for you? If you don't like your smile, the first thing that you should think about, the first thing, if you have the majority of your teeth, is to straighten your teeth with Invisalign. And there's a reason for that. It's because your bite's off guard. Your bite's not fighting properly. Your bite's not showing itself. It's not showing the characteristic that it should. And so what if I told you that because for people that have, crooked teeth, people that have lost their, bone around their gums, they've lost their gums. Yes, it happens. They have lost a lot of tooth structure because of the wear. They have exposed their roots, and so on and so forth. If you fit in that category, and if your dentist has talked to you about those things and has maybe suggested a few solutions, the ultimate solution, the permanent solution, is for you to get Invisalign. What does Invisalign look like? It looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like this. So you know me, and I like to show things here on camera. So I want to show you how this looks like right here. Okay, it's a very clear solution, and more than likely you've heard about it, but if you haven't, Google is your best friend. Of course, after you watch this. So to get that straight white smile, you start off with the permanent solution. The permanent solution, the reason I call it a permanent solution is because once you straighten your teeth, then your teeth are straight, as long as you wear the retainers, of course, but your teeth are straight. You don't have to do any more work. So that's it. It's done. It's not like weight loss. Weight loss is completely different. Once you lose weight, you have to keep it off. You have to keep going to the gym. You have to keep eating well for the rest of your life. Whereas with Invisalign, it's not like that at all. It's actually a lot easier. Once you go through Invisalign, you actually get that beauty, much more fantastic and much more awe-provoking than losing weight. Much more. And of course, losing weight is important. But your smile is the gateway to your happiness. Studies have shown that those that smile more often and those that have more confidence when they smile, they are more happy in their life because they're able to express themselves better and they love the way that they look. You can very hardly find someone that has a beautiful smile that doesn't like to smile. It's very hard to find those kind of people. The majority of people that do smile well, like that woman on the screen, the people that do smile well are generally speaking a lot happier with their smile than people that do not. So what's so cool about it? And the reason I mentioned weight loss is because when you compare weight loss is a discrete thing, right? Because no one really knows unless they see you working out, unless you're posting pictures or videos on social media. No one actually knows that you're going to the gym, that you're, not eating junk food, that you're watching your weight and you're slowly but surely decreasing the weight of your body, decreasing the fat. No one really knows that. And the same thing with Invisalign. The cool thing with Invisalign is that there is a point, there's a threshold. The same thing as weight loss, where people are going to notice you and going to look at you and say, you look different. You look a lot better. What have you been doing? Have you been whitening your teeth? Did you do something to your face? They're going to say stuff like that at some point. The exact same thing with weight loss, because when you start a weight loss program, you're going to keep going for weeks and weeks and weeks. And at some point, right, probably at around week 8 to week 12, at some point, you're going to get all these compliments flooding in and no one's going to know what you're doing. Maybe you bought a new dress or you bought this new suit or whatever it is that is going to bring in a lot of compliments. And then at the end of the whole journey, people are going to be blown because every time that you smile, you're going to look fantastic. So that's why it's really cool. It's very, very discreet, unlike braces, which is not discreet at all. Now, the other advantage, if I were to tell you that this solution, this permanent solution, can actually decrease your cavities, decrease your chances of getting gum disease, and decrease your chance of getting any kind of surprises, which we call emergency dentistry, where you wake up and, or for instance, you're chewing on, or you're biting on a sandwich, or you're chewing on lettuce or whatever, and all of a sudden your tooth chips, right? And the big chip, now you have to call the dentist so you can fix it for you. And then, they ask you like what happened, and you say, "Oh, I was just eating on something soft." And it's because your teeth are being they're being very pressurized against each other because your bite's not it's not balanced. And so because your bite's not balanced, therefore the exact opposite happens, which is you start getting a lot more emergency dentistry. So for you to prevent that from happening, then the solution for that, if you're interested in for you to decrease your cavities, decrease your gum disease, and for you to decrease your emergencies and start looking better, is for you to start straightening your teeth and to align your bite with Invisalign. And the cool thing is that millions of people across the globe have done it and have absolutely loved the solution, have loved the results. So then how can you start? If you're interested, this is how you start. It's actually a 3-step process, very simple. You come in for a scan. Okay, so we do a scan. Okay, long gone is the gooey thing. Okay, so we don't do the goo anymore. You come in, you do the scan, and then you figure out the payment options, because there are payment options. So you don't have to ditch out a whole bunch of cash at once unless you want to. And then the third is you wait 2 weeks and you get your trays and you start right away. And maybe even before, the summer even ends, you'll have your beautiful smile. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the process of you getting Invisalign, or for you to get that beautiful white and straight smile. If you have any questions, feel free to feed them to us. This is the phone number to Spinetti Dentistry, as well as the website. We are more than happy to help you achieve that straight white smile. And until next time, and as always, keep smiling. Good night.